To remove the outer tub assembly for servicing, the top cover, control panel, and front cover of the appliance need to be removed first. See the appropriate video clips on this CD for detailed instructions on these procedures. Disconnect the hoses at the bottom right side of the tub. Use straight or long nose pliers on the small clamp. Peel the hose off the tubing, as some adhesive may have been used from the factory. The large hose clamp's screw is at the back of the hose for safety reasons. An arrow on the bottom side of the tub indexes its location. Orientation of the clamp is extremely important during reassembly. Failure to do so could result in a pinched hose on the clamp screw and leaking. Loosen this screw and remove the hose from the tub. Note that some water may be present inside the tub and hoses during removal. Now the 4 dampers need to be disconnected from the outer tub assembly. Unless replacing them, they do not need to be disconnected from the washer base. To remove them, use an adjustable wrench on the gray mount that mates with the tub and twist the dampers to the right. Do not attempt to twist the dampers off by hand. This will damage the damper assembly internally and result in noisy operation. Once properly loosened, pull downward on the damper assembly to release it from the outer tub and swing it out of the way for tub removal. Using long-nosed pliers, remove the tubing retainer securing the water level chamber to the outer tub. Motor removal is done next from the rear of the machine. Remove these 4 screws of the rear service cover to access the motor. These 4 tabs will hold the cover in place once the last screw is removed. Pull the cover off from the top left corner. There is only 1 bolt to remove to replace the drive motor. Rotate the belt while pulling outward on it to remove it from the motor shaft. Now remove the bolt securing the motor to the tub. Grasp the motor and rotate it back and forth while pulling outward. The motor must clear the shield to completely slide out of its front and rear pivot mounts. Remove this single screw securing the ground wire to the rear bearing assembly. Route the ground wire out of the tub assembly. These hoses need to be removed next to facilitate front support removal. Use long-nosed pliers on this dispenser vent hose clamp. Remove the water inlet hose directly from the water valve. Disconnect the vent hose from the rear of the cabinet. Remove these 4 screws securing the front support to the front of the cabinet. Remove these 4 screws securing the front support to the top of the cabinet. Grasp the front support from the dispenser and lift it out of the cabinet. Remove these 8 nuts and washers securing the front counterweights to the outer tub. This will dramatically lighten the assembly for removal. Remove these 3 bolts and the rear counterweight from the top of the outer tub assembly. Removal requires 2 technicians. Each technician needs to grasp a spring at either side of the tub with one hand and the front of the tub with the other. Lift the springs out of their mounts and remove the tub assembly through the front of the cabinet. Rest the tub on a secure surface for servicing. This concludes this training video.